locally based manufacturing company, Omni Manufacturing, and Otto Graf GmbH, a German company, probably the largest tank manufacturer below and above ground tank manufacturer in Europe. We have co-developed a new range of shallow excavation underground tanks by using some technology which was developed by ourselves here in Western Australia, which we've patented worldwide. And I'll just show you an example quickly, so I'll get through the detail and the technology first and then go on to the general discussion. What we developed, as you saw in Des's presentation, to make a slimline tank, you have to have cross members within the tank to actually stop it from bulging. Now, one of our products that you'd know out in the marketplace in a totally unrelated industry are our orange and white road barriers that you'd see, the plastic road barriers. And the reason there are holes through those barriers is to stop the barrier from bulging when you fill it with water. So it's quite a simple system. So some 10 years ago we developed the first slimline tank in Australia by using the same technology of just putting holes through the tank. Right? This, however, causes a problem because you have a mould seam, whereas although the moulding is seamless, you still have a mould seam, and there's a potential weak spot in any moulding, in any plastic moulding. So we'd have the odd warranty claim like everyone does, and we scratched our heads and came up with a device where we created a seamless joint in a moulding. So this is just a cross-section of a tank, which I'll show you in a minute. What we've managed to do is we've left a sacrificial part of the mould behind inside this unit. In other words, there's a piece of aluminium tube in here which we've left behind. So there is absolutely no seam in the moulding. Now that's allowed us to make both slimline tanks and below ground tanks with an incredibly strong structure. I mean, I'm 80 odd kilos. That's 6 mil of plastic that I just stood on and didn't deflect 1 millimeter. Okay, so that's created the technology that's allowed us to make a shallow excavation tank. Unlike a bagel or a donut, we've filled the center of the donut, right, with putting those holes through it, those beams or structures that create the strength and the stability of the product in the ground. We've licensed that technology to Graf in Germany, and now the tanks are being made in Europe, and obviously we're making them here locally in our plant in Henderson in WA and supplying the entire Australian market with this new technology. Okay, so that's a bit about us, who we are. Local technology, gone international, and we believe we have the best tank solution not only in the Australian market, but I think in the world market, together with our joint venture partners. What I'd really like to focus on, though, is more what we call rainwater harvesting. A lot of people say rainwater tank, yeah, it's all good and well, it's aesthetic, it's nice, it's beautiful. We'd rather have the best rainwater tank that you've never seen. Okay? It's underground, it's out of sight, you don't see it. So I'll just go through a few areas of where we really believe we have a point of difference in the marketplace. As I mentioned, we've got the patented system. With the aid of our German joint venture partners, obviously they've tweaked the design, and we've come through with the German filtration systems, their manhole covers, and all the technology that goes with the rest of the package of a rainwater harvesting package. What we tend to do is in our filtration systems, in our pump systems, we don't bring in the stuff from Germany because we tend to stick with local pump manufacturers which are warranted locally, which have watermark approval from all the local authorities, so it just cuts out that area, that grey area of warranty, who's going to look after the product, etc., etc. Okay, so what is rainwater harvesting? This is a question we are often asked. Basically, it's the collection of free rainwater, the clean, beautiful waters falling on our roofs and going down the drain. The harvesting part is we're going to harvest the water, store it in a tank, and reuse it through the dwelling by means of a pump and an automatic switchover system. How these systems operate is when your rainwater tank runs low, the system automatically switches back to mains. So you don't have an interruption of water supply to your dwelling. Okay? As soon as it starts raining, obviously the tank starts filling, the system switches automatically back to rainwater. So we don't have a tank top-up system. In other words, we're not filling up an empty tank with mains water, because if it rains that night, you'd be overflowing all that mains water out to storm water. Therefore, it wouldn't be a very efficient way of using your rainwater. So we're talking about a truly rainwater harvesting system. If you haven't got rainwater, you'll use mains. But if you have got rainwater, you'll use rainwater. Okay? So we still believe that it's the most effective form of saving water. And I think a lot of people don't really understand how much water actually falls in our roofs and goes down the drain, but we'll get to that in a second. So again, why would we go with rainwater harvesting? Well, for a start, it's clean water. You don't have to treat it, you don't have to do anything with it, and it's free. It's falling on your roof and going down the drain, so you may as well catch it while it's going through that process. It is mandatory in some states. In Queensland, section 25, I think it is, of the building code, covers rainwater. It's mandatory to have at least a 5,000 litre rainwater harvesting system in a dwelling of X size, and it goes down to a 3,000 litre threshold on smaller unit developments. You heard earlier the Basics building code also has an area which covers rainwater reuse in the home, and we've all heard about the 6-star rating and 6-star plus and all the rest of it, and we believe that this will cover water in the future. If it doesn't happen next year, it'll be the year after. If it's not the year after that, it'll be the year after that. So it's coming. So brace yourselves, it's going to happen. And that's why I put the, is WA going to follow? Yeah, we do tend to follow. We take a bit of a while to get there, but we normally do follow. So I think we'll get there. You can save as much as 40% of your home water usage if you do a